My name is Adam Thompson, and I'm working with the Virginia Cross Park Collaborative team as the consumer representative. I was diagnosed around 5 years ago, living with HIV. It was a very difficult diagnosis. The doctor put me in a room by myself, told me I had HIV, and then left me alone for about 25 minutes. And then once I was finally sort of shuffled out of the clinic, on the way out the door, the receptionist opened the window and told me to be sure to follow up with the health department with my HIV diagnosis. So everyone in the waiting room found out, as well as my father was informed that way, who had sort of his breakdown in the process. So my experience of diagnosis was at a place where they were trying to do the right thing, but I don't think they had the skills nor the preparedness to be able to deal with it.
So my name is Bob Sidlow, and I am the consumer representative for the Connecticut Cross Park Collaborative. One of the negative problems of agencies not being able to talk to each other is that not only is there not a good coordination of care, but it can be very frustrating for a person living with HIV. It's difficult enough to be feeling terrible, have an issue, see your doctor, the doctor refers you to someplace else, and then you get there and they don't know what you're talking about, they don't think it's an emergency, they don't think it's a priority, they backpedal you, they say, well, they didn't send their records, and so from a consumer point of view, it's very frustrating. It's enough for you to just manage your own health care, and then to find this level of frustration because they're unable to coordinate with each other and communicate with each other. The doctor was concerned because I had such a very low CD4 count, and she wanted me on PCP prophylaxis to make sure I didn't get pneumocystis pneumonia. And she gave me $20 out of her own wallet and sent me off to a community healthcare center to see if they could help me access medications and sign me up for an ADAP program.
My name is James Martinez. I'm a consumer for the Texas Cross Park Collaborative team. Actually, they called me on the phone. They said, can you come in? We want to discuss your results. And of course, I knew it was going to happen. So I went over. The doctor was this really short man, Indian, I think he was. Very cold. He just said, HIV positive. That's it. I wasn't devastated. I just took a minute and it sunk in. And I said, okay, I'm HIV positive. What do I do? He said your T cell count is like above 340. There's really no need for you to take any action. So he just sent me home. He didn't tell me that I could go to any type of services, get counseling. I think if there's more coordination with all the parts, especially with the first encounter you have with that person that tells you you're HIV positive, there's got to be a company culture change. It should be more human in general.
I think coming out of the collaborative in Virginia, one of the most promising things we have is that quality has become topical. It's breathing in everyone's work. When the word PDSA becomes a verb, the Plan, Do, Study, Act cycle, people now say, oh, we should PDSA that, or we could PDSA this in our spare time. And it's sort of, I think it's becoming lockstep with every other aspect of their job. And a lot of times getting people to buy into quality, it was you have an extra meeting or there's extra work on top. But what we've been able to achieve in some of our agencies, as well as the whole system, is this idea that quality is not separate, but it is part of it. And I think